everyone. Here are CY, Bosco, Kiki, and me, Carol. Today we talk about Mui Wo. Mui Wo is a rural town on the eastern coast of Lantau Island in Hong Kong. In 2011, there are around 5,000 people living in Mui Wo, and it is located in Silvermine Bay, so named for the silver mines that were once worked along the Silver River which flows through the village. The main beach in Mui Wo is also known as Silvermine Bay Beach.
First of all, I will start from the wave refraction. As you can see from the map, there is a bay called Silvermine Bay, which is a sheltered bay. The formation of the bay is due to soft rocks being worn away. Wave deposition will take place in the sheltered bay, and the wave energy will be weak and dispersed due to the sheltered coast. And beside the sheltered bay, Silvermine Bay, there are the exposed headlands, which is the main cock and the other side of Silvermine Bay. The formation of headland is due to the presence of resistant rock. Wave erosion will take place in the exposed headland, and the wave energy will be strong and concentrated due to the exposed coast. After the soft rock is removed and the resistant rock will remain exist, forming a sheltered bay and two exposed headlands beside it.
Okay, I will explain the difference of coastal processes and the factors of erosion and deposition. First of all, the first factor that affects the coastal effect is the energy of wind and the distance of the prevailing wind. A long fetch favors the formation of prevailing wind. High wind speed will speed up the process of coastal erosion. A short fetch will lower the wind speed, which increase the deposition rate and decrease the erosion rate. The second factor that affects the coastal processes is the relief at the coastal area. Deep seawater and steep offshore gradient favors the formation of the destructive wave. A destructive wave has greater backwash than swash, therefore more sediment is washed back in the sea. Also, a smoother seabed favors destructive wave because less friction will affect the wave energy. Relatively, shallow water, gentle offshore gradient, and a rough seabed favors constructive wave, so more sediment is brought on the coast. Hailing chow blocks the onshore wind and weak prevailing wind is found in the Mui Wo, so Silvermine Bay is formed.
And now I'm going to talk about a coastal landscape, which is the beach. As you can see, there is a beach called Silvermine Bay Beach. The beach is made up from eroded material that has been transported from everywhere and then deposited by the sea. And the constructive waves will bring sediment to the sheltered bay as the swash is greater than the backwash, so the rate of the deposition is faster than erosion. Then the longshore drift takes place and the sediment transport along the bay. Lastly, a large area of sediment accumulates at the bay, and it is known as the beach.
In Mui Wo are well developed, since Mui Wo was located near to the coastline. Also having a sandy beach, Silvermine Bay Beach, it provides a beautiful sea view for holding resorts such as the Seaview Holiday Resort, Silverview Resort Holiday, which can attract local and foreign tourists to visit and stay. Also, the Silvermine Bay Beach provides a place for doing water sports, such as swimming, boating, diving, fishing and so on in beaches and bays. There are some special water activities in Mui Wo, such as riding the canoe. Both tourists and the local people can enjoy these recreational activities. And there is spectacular geological feature, which is the Silvermine Waterfall that we will mention later. This is a famous tourist attraction in Mui Wo that attracts people to visit for sightseeing. And after talking about coastal development, I will now introduce the river in Mui Wo. There are two rivers in Mui Wo, which are Silver River and Wang Tong River. For Silver River, its upper course is located between three mountain streams, including Linfashan, Yitongshan, and so on, and its lower course flows through Anwan Estate, Anking Center, and Mui Wo Government Office, then flows into the Silvermine Bay. For Wang Tong River, it is located near the Silver River and it flows into the Silvermine Bay. Also, there is the presence of mangrove in the river mouth of Wang Tong River.
Then I will talk about the landscape of the river in Mui Wo. First of all, you can see there are waterfalls on the map. The waterfall in Mui Wo is called Silvermine Waterfall, which can be found on the Silver River. As it is formed because of the upper course has a steep gradient which makes the water flow faster and the velocity will increase. The resistant rock layer lies horizontally, which makes less resistant rock erode more quickly under the hydraulic action and vertical erosion. Then, the large strip of the river is known as the waterfall, as there is a strong hydraulic action and abrasion, such as the abrasion by the angular heavy rock. It will erode at the base of the waterfall, and the hollow is known as plunge pool.
Lastly, I will talk about the management of river in Mui Wo. First, there is channelization in River Silver. The river can hold more water by cleaning mud and sediment from the riverbed. Some sections of a river channel are widened, deepened, and strengthened. In addition, some channels are lined with concrete to cut sediment supply from fluvial erosion and speed up the water flow. The disadvantage and limitation of channelization is dredging stirs up sediment on the riverbed and disturbs aquatic life. The concrete lining on river banks and beds make it hard for vegetation and animals to grow and live. In coast management, there is a rock armour. The main function of it is to absorb wave energy and large boulders piled up along a coastline with important structures. The advantage of it is relatively cheap and easy to construct and maintain if local source of boulders is available. The disadvantage of rock armour is expensive if boulders have to import. Also, it looks ugly. In conclusion, we talk about the wave refraction, wave erosion and deposition, coastal landscape and development. Also, the management of coast and river. We recommend the people who love beautiful views and are interested in geography to visit Mui Wo. It is such a wonderful place in Hong Kong. Thank you.